Hello, I'm Miss Bauer, and I'm so excited to be your son or daughter's science teacher this year. I wanted to show you a little bit around our digital classroom now that we have had a couple months to get in, get settled, and get to know each other. The homepage for our class will always be our Google Classroom. You're looking at an example of my third period, seventh grade science class. I teach both sixth and seventh grade, and the way we organize our classwork is going to be the same, and the way we access our curriculum is going to be the same, so you can follow along for either grade levels. We always have a weekly slideshow for our classes. Students access this in the classwork setting, and we are very organized by weeks with the dates. So students know what they're doing by the weekly slides, and then they know each assignment that is going to be assigned and when it's going to be due. To give you a little preview, here's an example of our slides for week 6 for science. Let me scroll to the front of a page. Feel free to access these just to check out what your students are doing. Typically for a day like yesterday, we were starting our plate tectonics unit in 7th grade. Our weekly slides will have a little homepage here. They'll have a link to my notes where a student can actually copy their notes or their notebook if they were absent or checking on anything. They can then access the different days through this hot button here. Usually they'll come in, have a little bell ringer, what we do when we first come in, and then get to know you activity or brain teaser. Sometimes we'll play a fun quick game just to give ourselves a little brain break, and then we'll get working. So we usually have a step-by-step kind of assignment, and so students really know what to do. This is also the place that you would check if you have an absence. I will always have a slide that says task to complete, and then kind of a what did I miss and what to do if I missed it. So for instance, we did a pre-test or pre-assessment for my 7th graders, and the instructions were just to, if you're absent, to do this from home. And then that would be the same for my 6th graders. Here's an example of their slideshow here from week 6. So looks very similar. And it even has some video links that students could watch if they were absent from home as well. So this will always be the case. So every day that we're in class, students will have these slides that they can check just for an easy access to get caught up when they're absent, because we all know that that happens. If your student has a lower grade or has missed some things, you would be able to easily check in our Google Classroom. You can click on each assignment. If the assignment is colored, that means they have not turned it in. When a student turns in an assignment, it will turn a gray color, and it will also show as submitted. So that's the great first place to check. I also wanted to show you a link to my website. Each Google Classroom has a little link to my website. This is just a Google website that I like to maintain that has some answers. It has a little bit about me, and it has information for my contact, what students might need, has 6th grade information, has our major units. It will also have a link to our textbook we'll check out soon. And we also have kind of a frequently asked question, like absences, how to do this, how to go about submitting late work, or a low quiz or test grade. So please feel free to refer to that when needed. Once again, that's located just in the classwork stream of your students' Google Classroom page. And here is a link to our curriculum. Our curriculum we'll be using was also used probably by your student either in 5th grade or in 6th grade, depending on if they were in our district. It is Amplify. It is a fully digital curriculum and can be accessed from home. We often do paper copies of work. We'll read articles on paper to keep students off their Chromebook as much as possible. We also have a lot of fun labs that go along with this for each of our separate units. So students can access this through Clever, and they've been working on this already. They know how to do this. And this is a great place to go to check on any work that they might have missed, if there's a direction to say, hey, go to this chapter in this unit. So we have our 7th grade curriculum that's going to focus on earth science in the beginning, then a little bit of chemistry, and then towards the end, we'll do a little bit of ecology. Our 6th grade curriculum is focused more on some anatomy and physiology in the beginning. We're going to be learning about cells, bacteria, and then the human body. We'll learn a little bit of genetics. Then we delve into a little bit of physical chemistry with thermal energy, then weather, and then finish off our year learning about climate. So we'll have a lot of fun this year. If your student ever has any questions, they can always feel free to email me, or if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me as well. To check in on your student's grade, it's best to check Skyward. Google Classroom and Skyward do not automatically sync up. So what I usually do is about at the end of each week, I have most of my assignments due on Friday. That gives students a little bit more time. Then that following week, I'll input the grades from the previous week. If your student has a 0 and they're missing something, that means it just wasn't turned in, and they have the opportunity to turn it in. Please feel free to contact me if you ever have any questions or concern. The best way to do that is through email, which is linked here. Also easily accessed for your students through their Gmail as well. I'm looking forward to getting to know everyone this year. Feel free to contact me with any questions. Thanks so much.